Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, welcome back to the room in which I changed your lives forever.
Does it seem like he's gearing up for something?
Yep, gonna be late. Oh, hey, Dad, I got a question about punctuation.
Ooh! No, stay on task.
We bought a ham.
An 18-pound, acorn-fed jamón ibérico.
Oh, wow. This is better than Saks.
My name is Ruben Peralta from Coca-Colas in Miami.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Hi. We were talking about Frasier and all these years, and something that we've seen in TV and movies is a new definition of nostalgia. And I wonder, what is your definition of nostalgia after being, for you, Kelsey, being in this show, and for everyone being part of this new show and new experiences with Kelsey and Frasier. There has to be a new definition of nostalgia, because it's something that's so romantic for me.
Oh, nice. That's a great question. Nostalgia is a great word. I mean, my personal sense of nostalgia is actually my grandparents. Their love of America, their love for of country. My granddad fought in World War II. They didn't ask for that. They just ended up in it, and they thrived anyway. They survived the Depression. My nostalgia. My personal sense of nostalgia is a group of people who don't quit, a group of people who fight for goodness and who respect all people. That's the family I grew up in. Now, what hopefully has carried into Frasier, the show, as a result of, I guess you could call it, my mission, besides just entertaining, is to set up a world in which we relate to one another as though we deserve it. That the decency is the common denominator. The goodness is the basic common denominator between us, and that we will always do our best. I'll sideline for a second. On Cheers, the shows that I always thought were wonderful shows were when one person was in trouble in the bar and everybody got together to help them out. And that, I think, is something we do in this show as well. That's what's remarkable. So the new nostalgia that I'm trying to kind of wrap my mind around your metaphor is for this form of entertainment, is for this style of show. I mean, a multi-camera show is a magnificent show. The best shows we ever have seen in our culture, in our history, in our shared culture have been sitcoms.
Yeah.
You know, they go back, way back. I mean, even starting with Jackie Gleason on up through Bill Cosby and on up through the Archie Bunker and through Cheers and Frasier and Seinfeld, and those are the moments that we actually, as a group of people, came together and celebrated together.
Yeah.
And so maybe the new nostalgia that I'm hoping we can connect to for this particular show is that, oh yeah, those were great shows for a reason.
Yeah.
This is a family, and this is shot a certain way. It's accessible, and it's like when we shoot the show on our stage now, it's like show night. It's like people come, from all around the world actually, to see us in that moment, and it's like dinner and a show, and they're sitting there watching this thing unfold, and the fun that comes out of it is just fantastic. So maybe nostalgia is going to be just fun.
It's also, it's kind of like for me, it's kind of like Inception, because, for me, nostalgia is almost like deja vu, right? Because it brings you to this place again, brings you back to this place again. And we are in this place again, though. We're not really going back to it. We're in it.
Yeah, that's
right. So you're in the nostalgia. I watched 3 television shows religiously at the time. Frasier was one of them. And so I get to live in my nostalgia right now, it's very surreal.
It's amazing to see our audiences too, because they're all such diehard Frasier fans. And they're getting this experience. It's amazing.
It
It's everyone's like, it's all their like comfort food too. So they get to
Yes.
watch it live. It's like,
also wonderful the variety of people. There's a gal that comes to the show. She's been a couple of times. She's the lead guitarist for Alice Cooper, and she loves Frasier. I mean, it's fantastic.
Love
The things that the people that come to it
Yes.
yep.
and that have
Yes.
been entertained by it.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I mean, and fun's the key for this show.
Yeah.
We have fun every second, and Kelsey really, he reminds me all the time, just by the way he lives life, that if you can make it fun, you should make it fun. If it's supposed to be fun, then you can choose to go that way with it. You might think that after playing Frasier for so long, it's like, no, he still puts everything into it. He still wants it to be the best. He still enjoys every second. And it's just so beautiful to see somebody living their life that way. It's very inspirational. It reminds you to focus on what you do have instead of what you don't have.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Very much leading by example for us, for sure.
I grew up in the Dominican Republic, and we used to watch the show every Wednesday.
Really?
So that's why I asked the nostalgia, because I know you people don't know how special you are in Latin America, because probably you've never been there and talked to people. But I grew up watching that show with my mom, and it was like having dinner.
Yes.
And that's why I have nostalgia, because it makes me think about that time. My mom died, but that's making me think about that time. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man. That's lovely. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thanks.
Oh my God, they traded your baby for wine!
Do you really think we would trade John for white Zinfandel? Or any wine? But I don't know what to do with those tossed salads and scrambled